Hey there. I had a great question from a student who's relatively new to yoga, and she wants to know how to start her yoga class in a comfortable position when sitting cross-legged on the floor is not that comfortable. So sitting down with legs out to the side, crossed at the ankles, is not comfortable. Now, there are definitely yoga teachers that are going to disapprove of what I'm going to say, but one thing that I have people do is place blocks under the knees, and that takes some of the pressure off of the groins so you can sit in a comfortable seated position. And when you're in this position, the knees are supported, the legs are supported, and you don't have to work, especially for people that are tight in the hips and their knees are up here. So add a little support. That's one way. Okay, that's not quite going to work for you sitting on a blanket. So here I have a wool blanket, and that's going to lift me up just a little bit and make me just that little bit more comfortable so I can have a little arch in my back in my seated position. Again, you could add some blocks under the knees for a little extra support. All right, now next option is to come up onto your knees. So for this one, it's often nice to have the blanket under your shins, and you can be either seated back on your heels, or you can add a block between the heels and sit on the block. If that's not enough, if your knees don't like to bend that far, another option is to kneel on a bolster. So for this one, I'm going to turn my blanket sideways. Might not even need the blanket under the knees. And you are over the bolster, and this increases the angle at the knee and at the hip, and this can be a really nice pose and a really nice way to start your class. It's really easy for me to have the arch in my low back here, and I can hang out here for quite a while. All right, you can turn this bolster. You get rid of the blanket, turn the bolster, and sit up on the bolster. So sometimes just having something higher than the blanket, so the bolster can be another place. And then, sometimes people have just one knee that's bothering them, and I'll just say, stretch out that one knee. If one feels okay here and the other doesn't, you can let that one go out, maybe put a little block under it so that you can sit here. That's okay. What if that's still not okay for you? So, let me get rid of the bolster. I'm going to pull in the chair. It is perfectly okay to start your yoga class in a chair, in a seated position. When you do this, it's best if you can get your feet flat on the floor. So for this chair, it's a little big for me, so I'm having to come away from the back. I'm not resting on the back. Feet are flat on the floor so that I'm grounded into the earth and I can still lift and spread my toes. If the chair's too big, I could do something like put the bolster behind me to give me that support behind me. I could do a really nice practice here in my chair. Okay, if you still need additional suggestions on how to get comfortable at the beginning of your yoga class so that you can do the opening with minimal discomfort, send me a comment, send me an email so I can get creative and help you even more. Hope that helped. Have a great day.